Welcome back. You're watching Storyboard. A few years ago, Rajan Anandan had mentioned that Google is betting big on video, and he also mentioned how video will be the next big trend. With 390 million internet users in India and 75% of mobile traffic being online videos, the stage is set for the big digital video opportunity. At the 4th edition of Google for India Conference 2018, Google announced its plans to bring more access to technology and more relevant product experiences in more languages to users in India. On the sidelines of this event, Storyboard's Ankita Saxena caught up with Melanie Silva, MD Go-to-Market Strategy and Operations for Google Asia Pacific, and Shoumyan Biswas, CMO Flipkart, to get a sense of what the current online video landscape looks like and how can the marketers tap into this massive opportunity.
Mel, Shoumyan, welcome to Storyboard.
Thank you for having us.
Mel, Rajan Anandan in 2013 in an interview to Storyboard mentioned that Google is betting big on YouTube and online video, and that is how you get 1 billion Indians to use internet. It's through video, and video is the next big trend. So tell us, what does the online video landscape look like vis-a-vis the traditional media consumption in India?
Well, look, Rajan got it right, and that trend is really starting to demonstrate itself today. I think we've got 390 million Indian internet users, the second largest internet user market in the world, and YouTube is really at the heart of that Indian internet experience. There are now 245 million monthly active users on YouTube. And when we look at the daily active users, that number is growing at 100% year on year. So it's growing rapidly. The wonderful thing is that we're also seeing that similar growth on the creator ecosystem as well. So Indian creators are coming online and sharing their stories. In 2016, we had 22 content creators from India that had 1 million subscribers. And today that number is now more than 300. So again, that content ecosystem is also starting to flourish. So I think whenever you have that kind of user and that kind of audience starting to build, marketers are generally going to gravitate towards that.
Online video is big everywhere, on Facebook, on Instagram. So, and you know, Facebook is really popular because it gets a lot of views, likes, shares, comments. So what is YouTube doing differently to pull more people, or why should an advertiser, a marketer come to YouTube?
From a marketing point of view, what we're doing really differently is offering advertisers a range of solutions, again, from awareness all the way through to ultimately sales, and formats like TrueView, which actually enable an advertiser to only pay when their ad is seen, but allow a user to actually skip it. So as an advertiser, you know that that user is really leaning in and really wanting to see that ad. So I think there's some of the things that we're doing really differently.
Okay, Shoumyan, which is your preferred platform?
Between all?
Yes.
I think as a marketer,
the one who's sitting next to you, whoever is sitting next to you.
No, as a marketer, I would say I think it depends on objective to objective, right? I see the two play very different roles, right? I see Facebook is a place where customers lean on to content that has been shared by a group of people, right? I see YouTube as a destination where people actually go ahead and discover content that are not necessarily coming from a source, right? So it depends on the objective that you have. I think if you're looking to play at a wider range of video assets, YouTube is better. But if you're looking at a particular teaching and a concentrated type of video content, because the funnel is narrowed in Facebook, because it's recommended by your friends, that's what I would like to go to. So I think both of them have reasons for their existence. I just wanted to stay diplomatic on that answer.
Oh, I can see that. So whoever is sitting next to you.
But I didn't say that.
Okay, so tell us about a marketing problem that Flipkart has solved with online video, or how have you driven your business results through video?
One example that I can talk about is something that we did about a year back, where we took up a very stiff business challenge, and we say that we will solve that business challenge through activities which will not be primarily digital, but digital only.
Okay.
So this was sometime, I think in April of May last year, we actually mounted an activity where we said we will go only digital and deliver the similar kind of scale that 360-degree mediums deliver.
Mel, in your session you spoke about driving business results through video. So, marketer today is grappling with measurement. It's difficult to measure your ROI on digital or video. So, there's data coming in from all over. How do you simplify this for a marketer to optimize the platform better?
Yeah, it's a great question because I think, I had an old marketing professor once who always used to say to me, data makes your briefcase heavy, but insights make you rich. And, I think that what we're seeing is marketers really investing in data scientists and that analytical capability. So that's great. But in terms of what we're doing to make life a little bit simpler, you're seeing a vast array of campaign types now that really automate all of that optimization for you. So whether it's smart display campaigns or UAC, which is our universal app campaign product, basically you come and you tell us what your ROI is, you tell us what the business impact is, and we do the rest. And so we can optimize all of that stuff automatically for you.
Shoumyan, a lot of marketers look at online video as cheap advertising as compared to television, but digital online video is no longer a subset of the entire marketing mix. It has an identity of its own now. So how are you looking at this? How at Flipkart are you looking at this? And what amount of ad spends are you allocating for online video?
Yeah. I think for us the lens of anything that we do, digital or otherwise, is basically simple. Is it efficient from a cost point of view? Is it effective from a result point of view? So the right word that I would like to use about digital videos is not cheap, but efficient, right? Because you can deliver the same reach and you can get the same amount of frequency at a lower cost. So therefore it's more efficient, right? I think it will be a little difficult for the second question that you asked. It'll be difficult for me to sort of put a figure because I think these figures change from objective to objective. Right, so for instance, if you are talking about a message that needs to be delivered in a targeted manner to a particular set of users, then we will perhaps go 100% digital.
So it entirely depends on the objective of the campaign.
It depends on the customer objective, it depends on the channel objective, right? And the filters which remain common are, is it cost efficient? Is it result effective?
So one of the challenges in India is having content in different languages, and there isn't enough content coming in local languages either from the organized sector or user-generated content. So how are you navigating this problem?
We invest very heavily in relationships with local content producers, both professional content producers and endemic content producers, to make sure that we're helping that ecosystem to flourish. So it's only up.
It's a challenge for the marketer as well to produce content now in 10 different languages to stay relevant in the local market. So how are you dealing with this problem?
You can't compromise on creating something that is right for the customers. You will have to get more nimble, more agile in the rest of your value chain as to how you make the creative, what signals you use. So in summary, if the customer wants it in multiple languages, which I think is what is happening as we are increasing penetration, you have to make it in multiple languages, and you have to find smarter ways on the rest part of the other half of the value chain to figure out efficiency.
Clients are concerned about viewability. They want to pay for ads that are seen, not pay for ads that are not seen. Last year Group M launched this study where they said that we'll have the standard where advertisers will only pay for an ad that viewed for 15 seconds on full volume. How do you navigate this problem of viewability and standard of measurability?
I would say, and we heard some great examples today from some of our clients that 6-second creatives are very, very effective. So we play a part in making sure that we work with third-party providers to make sure that our advertisers have got the ability to measure those things. So from a YouTube point of view, we work really closely with Moat from a viewability point of view, with Integral Ad Science, and also with Double Verify. And in countless reports, YouTube's usually giving us about a 90% viewability rate. So the results are there. But essentially, we're part of this ecosystem. We support the use of third-party tools, and we want to make sure that advertisers have whatever they need to measure their online video on a level playing field.
All right, Mel, Shoumyan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It is time for us to take a short break. On the other side of this break, we find out how promising does the e-commerce sector look like this festive season, and also understand what are the things that brands should keep in mind while taking a dig at each other on social media platforms.